What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 24 online CFM game. We are now in week 5 of the 2024 season here in the Premier Madden League. Today, we have a special dev story on the line for Mr. Fireworks himself. The rookie Jalen Henderson has a chance to go from normal to star dev. The 160th pick of this year's draft can really accelerate his development with a good game today. And I gotta say that this came out of nowhere. Not that Jalen Henderson hasn't played well so far this year, but last week's performance specifically wasn't exactly a dazzling game. It was clean football. Jalen didn't turn the ball over, but he also didn't score any touchdowns. So I don't really know why this happened this week, but we will gladly take it, and we'll try to get it, as well as a win today against the rival San Francisco 49ers. This is our second matchup against San Fran this year. We played this squad on opening night. We ended up victorious, and we'll look to complete the season sweep today. But we also have to manage this dev store, because this is really important to try to get this, get the XP, get the dev trait for Jalen, and we got to play a smart game. Now, you got to think that if we are going to win this game, we are going to need Jalen to do what is required for this dev anyway, so we shouldn't really have to change anything. We need to get either 300 yards or 3 total touchdowns with Jalen Henderson, as well as keep his interceptions to a minimum. We'll keep that in mind as we are underway here in Santa Clara. 49ers starting at the 25-yard line as they elect for a touchback. Their opening possession, it's Brock Purdy with the rollout. Pocket collapses, and he goes down low to the second string tight end, actually losing a yard on the play. Oh, Purdy is dumped by Aaron Donald, who has really started off this season on fire. Now he's literally on fire. On third down, that's Kittle getting away from Torrent and nearly getting the first down. That's going to make an interesting decision at their own 35. San Fran on the field. Here's Purdy. Quick fire. Got it to Deebo Samuel in stride for the first down. That was painful because we should have gotten off the field. We should have made that open field tackle on third down. Just missed it. And now here is San Fran driving, finding Kittle, going down low. Juszczyk with the catch, and he'll get a gain of 5-6 yards, and all the Niners needed was that fourth down conversion. Now they're in the end zone. They're scoring the touchdown. The man who converted the fourth down converts for 6. Deebo Samuel. And this San Francisco 49ers offense is still as electric and as talented as any team in the league, with Deebo, IU, Kittle, and Christian McCaffrey, and we're not quite equipped to be keeping up with those guys. We did a decent job in week 1 keeping them in check, and that's got to be the MO. It's just, we just got to get that stop on third down and 16. We're only going to get so many opportunities to make those big plays, and we got to capitalize with this Rams team that is definitely facing a talent deficit. As Jalen Henderson with a completion, that's a good start to the game, a good start to the dev story as we go crossbody, completing to Hunter Henry. Jalen Henderson has a fearless style. We don't want to get away from that. Oh, but we definitely don't want this. Isaiah Oliver, clear path to the crib. Touchdown San Francisco, and a devastating pick 6 in more ways than one. Not only are we down 14-0, now we are playing with the fine line between trying to get this dev and an absolute disaster, because with this dev store, we are allowed to throw 1 interception, but no more. From here on out, we got to play clean football, but at the same time, try to rally from this early 14-0 deficit. Yeah, it's a lot on our plate right now, and we really put ourselves behind the 8 ball with really a careless turnover. There was no reason to throw that RPO, especially knowing what was on the line. Now we're facing a third down and 17, and you really don't want to throw it a pick here, but you definitely want to get the ball in 10's hands in these kind of situations. Cooper Kupp with a big conversion, and man, did Jalen need that just to calm things down. Whoa! Over Fred Warner, finding Kupp. That was dangerous, and this is a sketchy start so far to this game. Dev story or not, as Antonio Gibson trying to be a calming force. That's his first carry of the game. Now we go back looking to pass and just getting that away for an incompletion just so we could keep this third down and 1. Kirk Merritt in the game. Merritt running through a man and getting the first down. That's a gain of 5 yards. Merritt back in, going in the flats. We'll go the other side. Attempt to go to the other side, missing Julian Fleming. Jalen Henderson, it seems to be the pass that he struggles to throw the most is drag routes. Don't ask me why. Third down and long. Henderson with the drop back and going to Gibson. Incomplete. And check this out. 4th down and 10. We are not going for the field goal. We are on the field. We're aggressive with the dev story on the line. Feeling the pressure and incomplete for the turnover on downs. And it's definitely clear right now that this dev story is affecting our play. I opened up the game by saying that it shouldn't because what is required of the dev story is clean football. It's been the absolute opposite, where we are dictating our game plan based on the dev story, and it's leading us into more mistakes than more clean play. And now we are about to go down even more to the San Francisco 49ers. 3rd down, up the seams. Ayuk not gonna get it. Boom, Braid blasting the star receiver in the middle of the field. And now it's San Francisco's turn to think about going for a 4th down. Here's Purdy looking to pass. Good pocket outside, and he missed Ayuk. That would have easily been a 1st down, but a missed opportunity for Brock Purdy and the 49ers to really step on our throat. We got away with one right there for sure. Is Kirk Merritt making a nice play in the open field. Also, those back-to-back plays that were made, that were played without Christian McCaffrey was big because if McCaffrey's on the field, maybe they give it to him and they convert that situation. So, in more ways than one, I would say we really dodged a bullet just to stay in this game. Forget the dev story, because at some point we got to abort that and just think about winning the game first. Trying to get a win over a division rival is Kirk Merritt dancing around, getting a gain of 5 yards. Merritt and Gibson are trying to calm things down right now because it's been chaotic every time we drop back with the rookie quarterback. Fireworks, baby. 3rd down and 10. Henderson dropped back against the 4-man rush. Stepping, taking off, trying to get the 1st down with the stiff arm, and he nearly got it. A great effort. A dangerous play. A great effort nonetheless, and on 4th down, once again, we are on the field going for it. Jalen Henderson stepping and down. Another turnover on downs for the Los Angeles Rams. And that time, I was on the offensive line, unfortunately, because as we get the sack here with Aaron Donald, that was a play that I think would have worked. We're going to hit the slant to Puka Nacua. We just didn't get time. That's an interception. Tre'Davious Hodges-Tomlinson with the pick. Oh, wow. San Francisco with all the momentum. A big giveaway. Next play. Touchdown. Hunter Henry in the corner of the end zone. Let's see if that counts. Let's see if the footwork was clean. Okay, it was. Not even a booth review triggered. We'll take it. I wasn't sure about it. I mean, I was sure that, we made a good throw. I just wasn't sure Henry made the catch. Thankfully, he did. And now we could get our mind focused on both the dev story and the win. Because remember, one of the requirements for this dev story, we don't have to hit the 300 yards. We can just score 3 touchdowns. And, maybe we just lean on the ground attack to get us into the red zone as far as we need to go. Ball's out. It's a touchdown for the Rams again. Aaron Donald clobbering Purdy and Jadeveon Clowney with the scoop in the end zone. And suddenly it's a tie game fueled by the Rams defense. Hey, look, I'm not going to be mad that our defense scored a touchdown, but I was just trying to talk about our pat to the dev story involving scoring touchdowns with Jalen Henderson and just getting free opportunities in the red zone from the rest of his teammates. Because, like I said, we got to try to win this game. Now we're back in it. We are back in it, and it's all on our defense right now that's gotten it done. Let's see if they can do it once more. Brock Purdy, here's the pressure from Donald, but Purdy makes a beautiful throw to someone who's wearing 80 that definitely should not be. You got to retire that number, my man, as that's an incompletion by Purdy. That's karma, I guess. As Elijah Mitchell checking into the game. McCaffrey's still a little banged up, so they're going to go with Elijah Mitchell for now, including on this 3rd down. Purdy, good pocket. Wants Kittle, who's killing us downfield right now. We have no answer for George Kittle, who takes him to the 11-yard line. This is an end around. Deebo Samuel in trouble. Good job by Chico Bennett and Aaron Donald to redirect that end around. Next play, Kittle in stride. George Kittle in again. Oh, man, George Kittle has been a thorn in our side today. And like I said, there's just so much talent on this team. Even when you take McCaffrey out of the equation, we already got killed by Deebo on the opening drive. Now Kittle is just delivering haymakers. The drive before, it was Brandon Ayuk that was trying to take it. And you just never know who's going to do it and when. You just can't account for all of it. We don't have the manpower to account for all of it. As Tre'Davious Hodges-Tomlinson, who had the big interception earlier, trying to make something happen on the kick return, only getting to the 15-yard line. Jalen Henderson, nice scramble. Nice job avoiding trouble. 2nd down. Jalen running around, throwing a dangerous pass in stride to Cooper Kupp. And at this point, like I said, we gotta stop playing tight. We got out of our game plan in that first quarter especially. We just gotta do whatever we've been doing the first 4 weeks and just let it fly, right? And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's wide open. That's Antonio Gibson. That's a first down. And as we start winding down the end of this first half, our Rams trying to make this the last drive of the second quarter and make it a touchdown drive at that. Antonio Gibson, raw power, running to the 13-yard line. But that's going to be a timeout burned by our Rams. Hunter Henry injured on the play. Henderson with space to run. He'll take it. You know Jalen's ready to take off. He gets a gain of 7 as we wind down the quarter. 35 seconds left. Henderson blasting up the middle and down to the 2-yard line. That touchdown would have been huge because that would be our second touchdown out of 3 for the Dev Story. Can we get it here? First down. Kupp. Oh, he made the grab. Cooper Kupp, cold-blooded for 6. Oh, hey, man. Cooper Kupp, help your QB out. That's what you are here to do. And he sure did on that play. Like I said, these are some dangerous plays, but we got to really start playing with that line because I think trying to be conservative, trying to be tight actually made us a little bit too tight. And, you know, the more you think in Madden, the more you think in football, the more mistakes you actually make because you got to make quick snap decisions. So if you try to thoroughly think out plays, you just get into more trouble. Let's see if we can get a stop here. Hold the 49ers before halftime. Kittle with the grab, breaking a tackle. George Kittle rampant through the Rams defense. But that play took a lot of time to the 49-yard line. This will set up a Hail Mary for Brock Purdy if he can even get it off. Quick fire up the seam, caught by Brooks. And Jacoby Brooks will take us to the end of the first half. Brock Purdy with a little bit of a stat pad more than anything else as we try to send the blitz, and I guess Purdy did what he had to do right there. Nonetheless, scores tied at 21 going into halftime. It was quite the path to get us here, but it's a brand new ball game to start the second half, and we've got the advantage. We've got the opening possession. Tre'Davious Hodges, Thomason looking to turn the corner. Trey to about the 25-yard line, nothing more, but you see the potential of Tre'Davious Hodges Thomason, who already has a kick return this season in week 2. Weak side throw by Jalen Henderson. That was sketchy. Thankfully, it did not bite us in the butt. That run doesn't get us too much. 3rd down and 8 from our own 28 on the opening drive of the second half. And Isaiah Oliver has single-handedly ended the Dev Story for Jalen Henderson and has once again put our backs against the wall as the defense gives up a wide-open touchdown to Brandon Ayuk on the very next play. It's all falling apart for the Los Angeles Rams, who are suddenly in danger of losing their first game of the season. But one thing that's already lost, the Dev Story. That's 2 interceptions. That's no bueno. No matter what we do with Jalen Henderson, we can score 8 touchdowns and it doesn't matter. As why not Isaiah Oliver on special teams too? And I mean, that was just a bad play. Both of these interceptions were just bad decisions and forcing the action when there was no reason to. I mean, 3rd down and 10, you feel like you want to press in that situation, and we just had to be smarter. We had to be smarter, especially with the Dev Story. Just take the sack in that situation, right? It's a tie ball game. Now, all of a sudden, we put our defense in a bad spot as Kupp is open. Kupp makes the grab. Torch Isaiah Oliver, Cooper Kupp. We got to get some revenge on 26 as Jalen Henderson, great pocket, stepping, got him open. Hunter Henry back from the injury with the first down and a nice little move there, I guess, to the 24-yard line. Henderson running through a man, would have been sacked. Instead, he gets a gain of 7. Jalen Henderson playing a little bit of pissed off, and I like it as we set up the screen or the RPO bubble to Cooper Kupp. That doesn't really work out too well. Drop pass, 3rd down. Henderson, quick fire out the backfield. It's Antonio Gibson with the grab. Now we are fully focused on just trying to win this game. The Jalen Henderson forced story, it's all in the back. Now, we got to just win this game by any means necessary. By any pass necessary. Make the pass, Jalen, please. Now it's 3rd down at the 7. Way back. Got him open. Cooper Kupp turning in for 6. Kupp's 2nd touchdown of the day. We didn't need much of a red zone threat on that play. Man was wide open. That was more that slot-o-matic from Cooper Kupp. And, hey, 3rd down, 10's out there somewhere. We're going to call him up, and he'll pick up the phone more often than not. The game is tied once again. And every time we put ourselves in position to lose this game, we kind of just sneak our way back in it. It feels like we should be down by 21 with some of the bad play that we've had, you know, especially on offense and a little bit on defense too. But Shout out to the defense. They're more so the main reason why we are in this game in the first place. Bombing downfield. Durant got the pick. Underthrown by Brock Purdy. Trying to give Brandon Ayuk a chance, but Ayuk never found the football. End around Cooper Kupp. Little heat check for Kupp. Joking outside. Cooper Kupp accelerating away. And finally brought down by, I believe, Ambry Thomas. Cooper Kupp is devastating. That's our one guy. We talked about all the playmakers the 49ers have. That's our one bullet in the chamber. And we got to use them and abuse them as much as we can. Maybe on this 3rd down and 3, Jalen Henderson drop back going to Cobb. Oh, he's not going to get the first down. Couldn't turn upfield before Greenlaw made the tackle. 4th down and inches. We're on the field with Henderson blasting up the middle. And it's a conversion for the rookie. To the 38-yard line we go. Henderson approaching 50 rushing yards, trying to impact the game in more ways than one. A lot of pressure there, and Jalen just trying to get that ball out clean. This is a nice grab. Oh, space to run, and Julian Fleming will eat in the open field if you give him the opportunity. We've seen that all season so far as we end up taking the sack right there. A loss of 3 late 3rd quarter. Henderson in trouble. It's not a sack, but we're taken down by that front 4 once again, bringing up a 3rd down and long as we begin the 4th quarter tie ball game. But for how much longer? Henderson back in the end zone. Kupp again. Oh, 3 times too many is what we try to dial up for Cooper Kupp. That would have been the hat trick. He was not able to make the catch, and instead we have to settle for the field goal. That hurts because Jalen put a beautiful ball there. It's just Kupp trying to make that adjustment. Ended up getting clobbered by a couple of San Francisco 49ers. 3rd down and long. That's all you can ask. Give your playmaker a chance. And Kupp has made some tough catches so far today. Is George Kittle? He's done it again. He's abusing the Los Angeles Rams. And he's giving the San Francisco 49ers the lead. Bully ball from Kittle. And the chef's kiss. It's going to be after this PAT by Jake Moody. A 4-point game in favor of the San Francisco 49ers. Just when I felt like we gained control of the game, one big play from George Kittle has shifted the tide and put our backs against the wall. Tre'Davious Hodges-Tomlinson to the left side again on the kick return all the way to the 40-yard line. Henderson step up, evading the pressure, got the block from Patrick and sliding down to the 40-yard line. Remember, Tim Patrick in the lineup because Puka Nacua is injured as Henderson rolling out. And that's going to be an incompletion as we go to Antonio Gibson juking away from trouble and close to a 1st down. You got to think everything's 4-down territory here as we go for the conversion. No! Now it's time to put that theory to the test. Put the offense on the field. This has to be our best play in this situation. It's a run. It's Murray. Gets away from Warner and gets the 1st down. To the 22-yard line we go. The drive stays alive, but we got to punch this in 4-6. Jalen looking, going, Kupp. Why not? Cooper Kupp is a one-man wrecking crew today. And he says, anything you can do, George Kittle, I can do better. There's the hat trick for Cooper Kupp. And there's the lead once more for the Los Angeles Rams. Oh, man. Back and forth we go. How many more answers do these two offenses have? Whose defense is going to make a play? Because it feels like whoever can get that defense to stop will win this game. Brock Purdy! Sketchy throw and broken up by Grant Delpit. That was nearly our stop right there. Kittle! Oh, broken up by Delpit again! Shout out to 22. Is this going to be another 4th quarter to remember for Delpit? Middle of the field and somehow hold in by Brooks. Oluokun was there, but Purdy just made the better throw. Now here's McCaffrey. I haven't heard much from him since his injury, but now he's well rested for the final frame of the game. Brock Purdy, near disaster, and still caught by George Kittle. We just can't cover these guys right now as McCaffrey running rampant. Down by 3, 49ers looking for the lead. Donald is in. Purdy able to escape and at least get the ball away for an incompletion. Next play, down low, McCaffrey getting by Deion Jones. And finally wrapped up at the 8-yard line. Purdy approaching 400 yards passing. Can he get it here? End zone, Kittle! Oh, touchdown! Both feet in! George Kittle is a madman out here, and it's a madhouse here in Santa Clara. Booth review, let's see if that was a touchdown. Yes, it was. George Kittle with an amazing grab in the back of the end zone. That was pretty well covered by Foyce Lucan, but what can you do when the offensive player makes that back shoulder grab, that toe tap? It felt like a late throw. It didn't feel open at all, but it was as open as it could ever be because George Kittle is always open so far today, and now we need one more drive. Sorry, offense, you've been playing really well, but we need one more drive from you. 2:20 left in the fourth quarter. Henderson setting up a play for Gibson, making a move in the open field, but this might be a penalty on us. Yes, it was a legal man downfield. Negate the play. Now it's first down and 15 at our own 18-yard line. Gibson, nice catch out the backfield. Jalen Henderson, it must be said, has 4 touchdowns in this game. The 2 interceptions really sunk the depth story, but otherwise, Jalen is suddenly cooking. We get this play off before the 2-minute warning. Going to Cooper Kupp. Can he turn for the first down? Yes, he does. Shaking Oliver down. And to the 43-yard line we go. Putting a man in motion. That is Merritt. Screen pass for 33. He makes the grab. And he gets out of bounds after a gain of 5. Down by 4. We need a touchdown here as Gibson plowing up the middle. Driving the pile to the 45-yard line. Up tempo go to Los Angeles Rams. We have all of our timeouts, so we have a lot of assets at our disposal, including the run game for Antonio Gibson. Juking by. It's a gain of 8. We rush to the line once again. Time is ticking. 70 seconds to go and counting. We go to Gibson, who's in trouble and brought down by Hargrave. And we hurry back to the line once again. Stamina could become a factor here. Third down. Taking a while to set this play up, taking a bit too long. We're still 39 yards away from the end zone. Jalen Henderson finally got the ball in his hands, looking downfield for Patrick, and it's overthrown. No way! That was for the lead, and Henderson with the misfire. That could cost us the game. That was the play to take the lead, and now we have to ask our offense to dial up another play, at least for 4 yards, or else this game is essentially over. Henderson drop back, looking downfield. Kirk Merritt, he's racing away and dragging Hufanga in. Kirko, bang! And the Rams are on top once again in what has suddenly become an instant classic at Levi Stadium. But don't leave your seat just yet. The San Francisco 49ers still have 2 timeouts and 30 seconds to make a shout. They'll start at the 25-yard line. Brock Purdy out the shotgun, drop back, pocket's good. Going downfield, jump ball for Debo. Broken up by Keon Crossen beautifully. That took a little bit of time. Now it's second down. Purdy good. Pocket going up the seam. Open Ayuk. Twisting to make the grab. Down to the 35-yard line. The 49ers are in field goal range. How much more can they get? 18 seconds to go. Purdy once again. Pocket is beautiful. He steps up and runs. And that's going to make the 49ers burn their final timeout. And it looks like San Francisco is going to let this clock run all the way down and take the field goal. They're not going to get another offensive play here. They're going to put their chances to go to overtime on the leg of Jake Moody. But it's not going to be that easy because our Los Angeles Rams are calling in for the ice. We call a timeout to put all the pressure on Jake Moody. Will we get more football, or will this game end on this play? Moody lining it up, straight through, and good! Free football here at Levi Stadium. A 5th quarter shall be played between these two NFC West divisional rivals, and the San Francisco 49ers win the coin toss. They will get the first possession of overtime. Will it be the last possession of overtime? Harold hasn't returned any kicks so far today. Oh, we'll take one out here. Harold, trying to be the hero. An absolute zero instead, only getting to the 17-yard line. McCaffrey is fresh and he's ready to go. They need one drive to get a touchdown, and that will be game without Jalen Henderson seeing the field. Second down, quick throw in the flats. Ayuk, what a battle. Kobe Durant locked with him. Locking horns, preventing the first down. That's a timeout burned by San Francisco before this third down at their own 26. McCaffrey not going to get it. Purdy in the flats again. Ayuk back-to-back plays, similar look. And look at Brock Purdy's numbers. They are insane right now. He'll look to add to it here. Outside and caught by Debo Samuel over Tre'Davious Hodges-Tomlinson. Not a first down. This will be, and not much more than that. Wow, Grant Delpit trying to set the tempo. Mitchell in to spell McCaffrey after that huge huge hit. Now C-Mac is back in. Here's Purdy handling the bat snap, going to McCaffrey in the flats. McCaffrey makes a man miss, and then Lucan does a good job directing C-Mac out of bounds. Big third down. Purdy drop back looking and got it to McCaffrey. Brock Purdy approaching 500 yards passing as we continue to wind down overtime. First down, play action. Here comes Donald. Gotta throw that ball away. Look at the time. Time is starting to become a factor now. Pocket good. Purdy, not so much. He had Kittle wide open. A big misfire. Now it's third down and long. Purdy looking, scanning, stepping, throwing in traffic and broken up. Triple coverage, denying the grab. And on fourth down, this isn't quite field goal range for Moody. 49ers on offense, getting the ball to Brock Purdy. Looking. Pocket collapses. He's trying to get away. He extends the play. Still looking, firing and missing for Brooks. A turnover on downs. Oh my goodness. Brock Purdy, and look at Antonio Gibson on the next play. He's off to the races. And Antonio Gibson down to the 29-yard line. Field goal range for the Rams. That's all we need to win this game as we hit the 2-minute warning. A field goal will win it for us. We want to make this field goal as easy as possible, though, knowing the ice can devastate us. Oh, my goodness. Antonio Gibson said, ice up, son. The juke move gets 2 for the price of 1. One more run to try to center this ball for Gibson. Oh, but we got a penalty here that might stop the clock, holding on Julian Fleming, and the 49ers actually accept the penalty, so now it's first down at the first down and 17. We're going to try to run this ball a couple of times just to take away the clock and make this the last play of overtime, the upcoming field goal, or we can just score a touchdown and win the game with Antonio Gibson. Good night. The Rams win another one. Holy cow. 5 games, 5 wins for the Los Angeles Rams, and none more thrilling than this overtime bout against the San Francisco 49ers. My goodness, there was too much going on in that game. There was way too much going on in that game, and it nearly ended after 5 quarters, potentially in a tie. I was just trying to work the clock down, so, when we kick the field goal, just in case something happens where we miss it, it would be a tie in the worst case scenario, because a tie is not bad in that situation. But we ended up scoring a touchdown with Gibson anyway, so be it. We'll take it. And man, I don't really know what to say after a game like that, except I'm glad that we won, because there was a lot of reasons why we could have lost that game, but we really showed the heart of a champion today. We just dug deep, and we just kept on fighting, man. We kept on fighting when a lot of teams would give up in that situation. We didn't get the dev story. We made so many mistakes. There was every reason in the world to just hang our head and say, let's go on to next week, but we kept it pushing, and we fought until the very end. So, fortunately, Jalen doesn't get the dev story. It is what it is, but we do get the win. So, leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed what you guys saw today. Subscribe for more Madden 24 gameplay. Shout out to San Francisco. Another good game played by them. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.